What the Omnes is John, Magister Ricard from Latin Fluency, just demoing what we can do here with Virgil. One of the applications I was thinking of was, so I'm sliding this out of the way so you can see it better, is kind of helping your students out. So for example, Virgil, my students are struggling, whoops, should probably learn to spell struggling with the genitive case. Let's see, what are some exercises using simple Latin to help them practice using the genitive case? I don't know, I'm just kind of doing it off the fly here, so let's see what it comes up with. So it's going to think, it's going to put out some stuff. So, all right, let's see what it's got here. Sorry, let me move don't know how to get this bar out of the way. All right, so genitive case can indeed be tricky for students. Here are some simple exercises in Latin sense to help them practice. So exercise 1, identify the genitive. So how students identify the genitive noun in each sentence. So it gives us 5 sentences here to help them practice identifying the genitive case. So amo matris, gladius militis, liber pueri, domus amici, vox populi, right? So it gives us some examples. And then convert the genitive case. So it's asking us to kind of produce a form. So from pater to patris, right? So it's asking us to do that. Provide the nominative forms and have students convert them. Okay. So you would provide these and then expect, maybe you would probably supply the noun with it. So, all right, I want you to show pater and amor. How would that work, right? Exercise 3, translate the phrases. So the book of the poet, liber poetae. So again, it's giving you some English that you now have to put into Latin. Fill in the blanks with the correct genitive form. So close exercises. So it's giving you the word puer. So liber puerius novus, right? Amicus puellaius, bonus, etc. Good. So this is a pretty good start of how to develop some exercises for your students using the genitive case. You can follow up. Maybe you want more of one, so you could say, let me move this so you can see my prompt. Hey, Virgil. Whoops. Virgil. Expand on the fill in the blank exercise and offer 10 more examples. So let's say you needed more, because maybe you have a more amount of time or more practice, more reps for your students. And there you go. It generates 10 more for you. All right. And again, you can see it's going to give you a librum legere. I want to read the book. Well, hold on a second. Let's see this. Okay, so I just generated 10 more questions. Virgil did that, but I didn't like the questions it gave me. It gave me ones kind of working around dolo and wolo and those kinds of verbs, showing that you want to do something. So I'm going to reprompt. I'm going to say, I'm going to remind it, thank you, Virgil, but I want the fill in the blank exercises to be about practicing the genitive case specifically. Can you generate 10 more examples? So you got to be specific. Obviously, AI is not perfect. It's a collaborative assistant, and that's one thing I think people want to make sure that they're doing is that they recognize that you're collaborating and in a conversation. And if it does give you something you don't want, just simply coach it to go back and do it. Even though those questions it did generate previously are pretty good, I have to say. You're here, 10 fill in the blank exercise, specifically focused on the genitive case. So, puella pater libros amat. So it gives you the opportunity to, again, fill in the blank with the genitive case here, right? Dominus villa sees the garden of the villa. So there you go, right? So it corrected itself because I cut that part out to save time for you. If you go back, yeah, you can see that it basically gave an exercise on nolo, volo, and malo, right? That obviously isn't what we wanted. So again, Virgil gives you instant resources and solutions to problems you might have In the event that it's not perfect, simply coach it, give it a new prompt or redirect it to give it what you want. The more specific you are in your input, the better your output's going to be. That's pretty much everything with AI these days. Doesn't matter what it is. Virgil's no different, but at the same time, Virgil gives you has a lot of power to it in the sense that it can give you instant resources to make you a better teacher. All right, so if you have any other questions, definitely let us know in the comments, and look forward to seeing what you guys create with Virgil. As always, Wale, te omnes.